Hi, I'm Abby at Two Wheel Centre, and today we're going to take a look at a brand new HJC. This is the HJC RPHA ST. It's a specially designed sports touring helmet. It derives much of its design DNA from the top of the range r-pha 10 Plus. That's HJC's top of the range race helmet, but it's got some fundamental differences which make it absolutely perfect for sports touring use. The outer shell of the HJC RPHA ST is a PIM, that's a premium integrated matrix. This is a combination of aramid fibres such as carbon, Kevlar, Dyneema, fiberglass, all combined in there to make a really strong and really lightweight outer shell. To give you a comparison on the weight, this helmet, a size medium, weighs in at 1450 grams. That's only 150 grams more than the top of the range r-pha 10 Plus race helmet. But again, you've got some fundamental differences with this helmet that account for that extra weight. Also, combined with other brands of a full face helmet with a internal sun visor, this does appear to be one of the lightest on the market still, with others maybe 100 grams more. So we'll go through the features of this helmet anyway, and I'll explain why it's got that little bit of extra weight, but why it's still incredibly light for what it has got. The shape of the RPHA ST is also worth having a look at. HJC are one of the few helmet manufacturers that make use of a wind tunnel in the design and refinement of their helmets, and this really comes across in the RPHA ST. Whereas with the r-pha 10 Plus, the race helmet, it's got a very aggressive design. This is suited perfectly for the sports touring upright riding shape. The ventilation on the RPHA ST also makes use of that wind tunnel technology. To the front of the helmet, you've got this massive adjustable intake vent, which allows two different positions for partial or fully open, and on the chin is also a chin vent. I'll show you in a minute that this cool air that goes in through the front intake vents then channels its way through the helmet through integrated channels that will take it really, really close to your head, really pull that warm air away from your head before it goes out of the exit vents. Now the exit vents are beneath these really interesting side spoilers. Again, this is derived from HJC's own wind tunnel technology. And as the air is channeled under there, it pulls this warm air out of the helmet and away from the rider's head. That's a really good design and really quite innovative to have these side spoilers on the helmet here. The visor system on the RPHA ST is also quite remarkable. Operated by a locking mechanism on the bottom of the visor here, this means that if you are travelling at motorway speeds, doing lifesaver checks, your visor is not going to fly open if you've got it in that locked position. But at the same time, really easy to just push the button and you've got your visor fully open. Another great feature of the RPHA ST is the inbuilt sun visor, and this is where I was talking about that extra weight. This is where it comes in. An inbuilt sun visor that at the push of a button, you've got full coverage from sun and road glare. Also worth mentioning is a optional amber tinted insert for this visor, so that's an optional extra that you might consider at a later date. HJC also make use of their own rapid fire release system on the visor. That's this mechanism here, and it's so simple and easy to operate. It's just a pull of a lever and the visor pops off. Now the visor itself is an optically correct 2D visor, really good vision through this visor, and it's also supplied with a anti-fog Pinlock Max Vision insert. The insert itself sits inside a recess on the visor of the RPHA ST so that you get a really good seal around there, and you'll also note that it's got maximum aperture. It's right to the ends of the visor to allow for no awkward fogging spots like you might have got with a original Pinlock. Not the case with the RPHA ST, no awkward fogging. To fit the visor back on, simply line up with the mechanism on one side and then on the other, like so. The internal liners of the RPHA ST are all fully removable. If I turn the helmet over, first of all you'll notice that the aperture here is very small. This really helps to keep the helmet quite quiet. On some of the race helmets that's a much larger aperture, but then you're not worried about sound on the race helmets. There's a fully removable chin curtain here. This is really handy for stopping fast flowing air going up into the helmet, which is great if you use contact lenses. Also might stop a large amount of the grime and the general road grit going up into the helmet with the air too. The cheek pads are also fully removable. simply undo the press studs and pull out here. Looks brutal again, definitely not. This is a silver cool lining. This is micro wicking antibacterial, so really nice feature. They're really comfortable as well. They're 3D lined, which allows for a really comfortable fit straight out of the box. The second cheek pad, again, we'll pull that out here. Again, very comfortable on those cheeks. And to the top of the helmet is the crown pad, which you just need to unpress stud, and here we are. Now you'll notice that there's minimum seams in there for really comfortable wearing of the helmet, but also again it's this silver cool lining, so you can hand wash those, let them dry naturally, and you'll keep your helmet fresher for longer. Worth having a look at with inside the r-pha ST is this EPS liner. Now, it's not immediately obvious looking at it like this, but this is multi-density EPS liner. This is the main shock absorption within this helmet. Across the helmet, it's different densities to allow for the different impact points. So that's a really good and thoughtful design from HJC here. And I'll also point out that within the helmet, there are large channels which integrate directly with the venting system. So as that air is pulled in through the front vents, it goes through these really deep channels really close to your head, really pulling away that warm air before it exhausts them out the rear vents. The r-pha ST has a double D chin strap fastening. On some of HJC's other sports touring type helmets, you find that they are seat belt or ratchet strap type fastenings. So this is a different feature for the r-pha ST. Really good as well. Everybody likes a double D-ring fastening. And again, you get this easy pull tab which releases the strap before you take the helmet off. So overall, the r-pha ST is a great helmet, especially if you're that long distance rider, whether you're touring in the UK or whether you're continental riding. This is a really great helmet. It's got extensive ventilation, wind tunnel technology has gone into this design as well. With the removable liners, you can keep it hygienic. And with that visor system as well, with the anti-fog insert, you're certainly not going to be getting any fogging anytime soon. This is a really great helmet. If you want to read more about it, you can go to our website www.twowheel.co.uk, or if you want to call us and have a chat about it, you can do so on 01623 627 600.